Welcome.
Hi.
I don't want you to lay on my desk, honey.
I'm tired on your
But
desk.
I want to lay on your desk.
Okay, then go sleep on the couch. I don't want you to lay on my desk.
Please.
I'll lay on the desk and do a sultry torch song number.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live stream. We started a minute early, so it's better than the usual where we're like late. So
Ooh, Yaza, I like the rainbow duck.
let me.
Hi.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so far we have Spence. Hello, Spence. And we have
Hello.
Noelle, you're being too noisy, please.
No, I'm Betty.
And we have Laura. Hello, Laura. Say hi, Laura.
Hi, Betty.
What?
Hi, Betty.
Say hi, Laura.
Hi. You sound like mom.
Oh my god. Okay, Noelle's in a mood today. And we have CB. Okay,
Hello, CB.
we're going to quickly introduce ourselves, starting with Charlie, then Jayce, then me. And then we're going to start a script because I'm in the middle of making food for my family. And I need to go finish doing that.
Hello. I am in the middle of the biggest gremlin storm that has ever hit my house in a very long time. I feel like it is all my fault. We decided to do a live stream last night on Twitch, the hubby and I. We played Valheim, and the internet decided, no. Like all of the technology betrayed us. So if I like completely glitch out, I'm sorry. I finally have lights in my office again. It's been that kind of a day. Yeah, but hi. I'm going to be maybe recording a video today. I don't know if anything's going to work. I don't know what's happening. Hi. Are those my feet?
If they are, that is a stretch and a half.
I'm just having one of those days where, like, it started last night where literally none of the computers would do anything. Like, StreamYard was like, I don't see a camera. And Twitch was like, what do you mean you have an account? And I was like, wait, what? No, I did, yeah. And all the way through to today. And like, I'm afraid to open my documents right now, to be honest, because I don't want to know if they're not there anymore. And I don't want to accidentally make them not be there. So
I think Mercury retrograde ends tomorrow.
It's been a day and a half.
I went to house sit for 4 days. I just got home yesterday, and the air conditioning was busted, and it was a heat wave. So I got about 3 hours sleep on average.
All the joy.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'm not built for sleeping in hot. I sweat and I make moist sheets.
I bet you do.
Not in a fun way.
Jayce, would you like to do your introduction?
Yeah, I'm Jayce Maxwell, author of Urban Fantasy, editor for Rose City Editing, and I do stuff on my channel. Let's see. Thursday, we are planning on going back live with the VTM Mysteries. Oh, and I'm gassy. Saturday in the morning, the audio anthology goes live, which means I need to record that video. The story is written, it just needs to be recorded.
Same. Technology, right?
Well, I was going to work on it while I was house sitting, but it was hot as balls, and I just couldn't function. So I still have that to do. I still have game planning to do. I have song selection and practicing still to do for Sunday on my channel, 3 p.m. Eastern is Pride karaoke, and for those of you who like karaoke or don't like karaoke, come anyway, because we need more people. And it should be an uplifting and fun time, hopefully. I'm planning some tear jerkers.
I haven't practiced yet, and I need to make sure that all of the songs that I want to sing are LGBT plus related. Because
I feel that.
you don't know. Some of them probably are, some of them probably aren't. So, okay. I'm Meadow. I do live streams on Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesdays at this time and Fridays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. And this coming Friday, I will not be streaming because my great grandmother May has passed away, and her funeral is on Friday. And so,
I'm sorry.
yeah, I cried a little bit when I found out. I'll probably cry a lot bit when I go to the funeral, but
My condolences.
she was a very, very nice, wonderful lady. She absolutely adored Jordan for some reason.
More than you do.
Okay, so the first time that she met him, we had been dating for, we started dating at the end of February, and she met him in the first week of April. And she told me I had to marry him immediately because he was just so wonderful. And to be fair, we did get married that following July, but yeah, she was a very wonderful woman, and she's been sick for a few months, but she finally passed away a couple days ago. My grandmother, her daughter, called me and told me when the funeral was and stuff. I have all the information from here, and yeah, it's on Friday, so I'm not going to stream on Friday. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have any fancy updates, nothing like that, just normal whatevers. Today I'm probably going to be working on Zeus.
Oh no. It's mine.
I did some work on it, and then a depression wave hit me. I don't know, I did forget to take these for a day, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but depression wave hit me, and I didn't work on it for the last, 4 days, so I'm excited to start working on it again today. And on that note, we need to start a sprint now, because I need to go finish cooking breakfast for my family. Well, I guess it's more like brunch at this time. Dang it, I didn't get a timer ready.
Something's off, devil.
I think I might be working on thumbnails.
Thumbnails, yay! Timer, share audio, share, skip ad. Okay. We are good to go. Those are clothes that Bethany gave me that I need to wash and fold and put away. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
That's just dinging a lot. How did everybody do on that sprint? Oh, she's back.
I was just finishing up the eggs and putting them on plates when the alarm went off.
Woot woot. I'm still toying with this thumbnail. Still trying to figure it out.
I know that feeling.
I am so not a graphics person.
I love doing graphics. That's like my favorite part of this thing. Like, I did get the first video recorded I wanted to do, and like could not look at the screen at all during the whole thing because I'm like, all the lighting's terrible, everything's bad. This is the worst thing ever. Why am I doing this? But I have no power. I have no power over it. My light bulbs don't work, so I got to get new ones. Which, note to anybody who wants the like pretty colored light, do not buy Meross smart lights. They're inexpensive, and they're actually not inexpensive. They're cheap. When I looked up the help to try to get this bulb working again, basically all I found was people saying there was a brief intermittent power outage and the light bulb never worked again. And that's basically what I experienced too. Is the power blipped, and the light bulb is perennially in like, you know how they like when you have them on display at a store, they just kind of flick through the colors. Mm-hmm. That's all it'll do. It will not connect to the network. It will not do anything. They're not inexpensive. They're cheap. Do it. Get a different brand.
But I like pretty colors.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get the same ones that we have in the living room to replace it because they're also inexpensive, but they work.
Alright, well, now that I have sustenance, I can actually work on the next sprint.
Yay!
I picked up a new keyboard for the old computer this morning because I wanted to try and find one that needed less pressure on the keys so that I can actually type a little more before my fingers hurt.
Mechanical keyboards are really good for that.
They're all mechanical keyboards.
Like the ones that are clickety-clackety.
They're all mechanical keyboards. It's a way to describe how the keys work. The ones that are not mechanical keyboards are like the touch ones.
Yeah.
But any keyboard where you press down a key is a mechanical keyboard.
I'm talking about the clickety-clackety typewriter-y ones, okay? Jeez.
The ones like the glorious one that Cat has that makes all the noises.
Well, I've got the one that I have for the newer computer here.
Clickety-clack.
So it makes good clickety-clack noises, but the new one for the other computer, yeah, you can't hear it.
I prefer typing on the keyboard that's on my laptop versus this keyboard that I have, but I can't do that if I'm doing my dual monitor situation, so. What's the matter, babe? What do you mean by that? I can't type on the keyboard on the laptop if I have it plugged into my monitor, because then the other monitor is useless because then I can't see it past my laptop. Sorry, apparently what I said confused her. So, but Jordan told me that I can get that keyboard that I want because he's getting his bonus on his next paycheck on Friday. And he said I can get that keyboard that I want.
Cool. Oh.
So, exciting stuff.
I have a food baby.
Okay, so during
Deering?
sprint and whatnot, we had, well, probably before the sprint, honestly, but, whatever. Heather joined us. Hello. And Megan joined us. Hello. And Shay came in here. Hello. And Laura Nettles is here. Hello. I think that's all the new people that came in for this.
Hey, Laura.
Hello, how are you?
I am not. Okay, so today is going to be a very low pressure day for me because I just loaded iMovie because that's what I edit my videos in, and they're like, we have an update, and then it was like, none of your templates are here, and I was like, no gremlins, no, and then it said restoring templates from backup, and whoop, they all appeared, and I'm like, that's why I have an iCloud account. Thank God. Like I didn't have to do anything. It just like fixed itself, and I'm like, oh, at least one thing is working in my life. At least one. And like my eyes are literally watering from that. Like I almost just like I gotta go ahead and cry now. I just have to make all my templates again. But I don't. So yay! But I don't know how emotionally fragile I am today.
I'm trying to get better at backing my stuff up to my flash drive, but I forget often. So.
I have both an iCloud account and a Dropbox account, and I have things backed up in all of them so that, like, when my old laptop died, I really didn't care because I knew everything was backed up in multiple places. And then when I got a new laptop, I was just able to install and say, put everything back. And voila. Because I've lost too much from, like, because I've had crashes actually corrupt my backups because I had the computer set up to automatically back up to an external hard drive, and like, like, I want a service that has backups of its backups so that I can hit rewind and fix it when something bad happens. All the redundancies.
I have all of my stuff backed up in Google Drive, always. And then I try to remember to put it on my flash drive, but I don't have anything else.
There's a wonderful episode of Deep Space Nine that I think about every time that, like, I set up something to be backed up, where they have these visitors on the station, and she's like, why did you do this to the computer? And he's just like, well, I had to install the redundant backup for the backup. And he's like, so you have 3 backups on this to make sure it doesn't break. He's like, yeah. Well, what are the odds that the first backup's going to fail? Low, but in case it does, we don't want the system going down. I'm just like, yes, you're speaking my language. You are my hero. Yes. Backup of the backup of the backup of the backup. All of it.
Yeah, my first laptop that I had as a teenager, it died, and all of my old writing stuff, like I had a ton of very detailed summaries of different story ideas that I was like, oh, I'll get to these someday. I'll never get to them now.
Oh.
I suppose I could get them off the hard drive because it's the laptop like system didn't break down. It's that the battery's broken and the screen is broken.
Yeah.
So the laptop doesn't turn on unless it's plugged in, and then the screen also just doesn't turn on at all. So
yeah, you could have somebody pull the hard drive and pull stuff off if you really wanted to.
yeah. So I still have the laptop, so I could do that, but it's not that big a deal. Okay, I think another sprint would be a good idea.
Okay. I am tying up the end of this thumbnail.
Nice. All right. Let me get this on the screen. I think Jordan made the Noelle for Christmas from us got this cup that's like a it's got a lid and you drink out of it. Leak proof type. And I think you made the holes bigger on it. And she's very excitedly drinking water out of it now. Okay, let's do this then. 3, 2, 1, go.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 no, no, ding, 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 no, no. Is Meadow frozen?
I had background noise and I had to find the correct tab and whatnot. I'm trying to figure out a song. This song, if you can hear that. I can't remember what it's called.
Chopsticks?
No.
No, it's like a rap song. It has the intro like that.
Oh, wait.
You suck
Yeah,
at
I've
it
heard
though.
that.
Still Dre?
Maybe.
It is by Drake.
Okay, let's look it up. Okay, Jordan. Shh, silence. Yeah, it is.
Hold on.
Good ear, Charlie.
Before you get it, I'm gonna give it a notes. Hold on. That's why I was playing a different octave, so that I can find it.
Still Snoop Dogg, D.I.
And this stream has suddenly become copyrighted.
Hey, it's only 30 seconds or less, and I don't think that was 30 seconds yet, so we're good. We're good. Okay. Thank you for that. Because Jordan, let me see that piano for a second, Jordan.
I don't know where it's at, though.
Noelle got this as a gift,
Awesome.
and Jordan is high on some Mary Jane and sat down and started playing on it. And started playing that, and I was like, I don't know if that's right or not. I don't think that's right. And we also couldn't remember what song it was to look it up. So thank you.
I'm trying to remember, but it's obviously about the or something.
It's Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, Still Dre. That's the name of the song. Okay.
I love that song.
Okay, Jordan, can you stop, please? Thank you.
I'm gonna copyright it. That's so good.
It's only copyright if I play the other song, like the YouTube video, which
Your autistic husband playing his piano in the background is not going to be copyrighted.
no.
Okay. In that case, let me play the most copyrighted music on the planet.
I'm just saying.
I'm just kidding. That's not copyrighted.
That one you could actually play without any penalties.
Oh, you know that there's going to be somebody who marked their recording of it to strike anybody who plays.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's some fool out there because this is YouTube.
It's such a cheap little piano, though.
Because if you saw, they actually gave us the ability when we upload a video to mark it so that it will search for other people who use parts of it to claim videos now. That's actually part of the upload process now. So everybody can be mean to everybody now.
Woo!
Yay.
Let the evil reign free.
This is YouTube after all. Google got rid of the do no
They
evil.
added a bunch of features, and they're not good features.
Yeah.
Overwatch 2? You didn't think this would happen? Meadow, welcome to video games where corporate monopolies take over your favorite franchises and turn them
So they added a global chat that you can't disable. They added your personal BattleNet information without your consent. And my friend Scrodely is the one telling me this. And he says, I can't see a way how to disable it. One
Meadow.
feature that is nice
Meadow.
is Squelch Chat, where you can
Meadow.
ignore someone saying, I need healing repeatedly.
Meadow, I'm going to ask you a question. What
Mommy,
company
mom,
owns
mommy,
Overwatch?
mommy, mom.
Blizzard.
Blizzard owns Overwatch. Did you ever have a point where you did not think that this game would get entirely corporate money garbage? Because that's
It's
exactly
not money-related stuff. It's just features that they added to the game. They're
That you
probably
don't like?
testing it. My friend Scrodely said, I'm not going to play Overwatch until they fix what they broke. And I said, what did they break? And he sent me this huge, long paragraph stuff of all the stuff that
Yeah, on the stream last night while we were getting ready and like while we were fighting Mordor, we were just like all complaining about the devs.
What?
Numbers,
Oh, the numbers and stuff?
Yeah, dude.
They also added cross console without the ability to disable it on the main screen. You need to go to like 5 different menus. And there's no way to report global chat for being abusive. And there are pools for consoles and PC. Wow. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff.
Since we're talking,
play Overwatch, but I do.
Since we're talking about video games, if you want to see the hubby completely jinx our game and then have everything that could go wrong, check out the VOD over on my Twitch channel that I'm thinking of downloading and re-uploading over here because he made the mistake of saying, "Oh, it's going to be really, really simple," and then I was like, "Why did you say that out loud?" And then like we just kept getting one-shot killed because, of course, we did. He said it was going to be easy. Why did you do that? Never.
How can I help you with the TV? I can't see it from here. Is there room to Dad?
You didn't know you bought a drum set too.
No, there are drum rhythms. There are drum rhythms on there.
What are you gonna watch? Can you do me a favor?
Okay.
Dad's gonna turn on SpongeBob.
I'm sorry about the noise.
Dad's gonna turn on Kung Fu Panda.
She wants the Baby Shark stuff.
No Sponge.
You do want SpongeBob? Yes. Show it with your finger.
The Baby Shark? Baby Shark? You want that or no?
Yikes.
Hold on, back up. Point to the one you want. What do you want?
Okay, we're just gonna do a sprint because I have too much. Too
You want
much.
SpongeBob the most? Out of any of those on there?
Too much.
Okay. Where's the drum beats?
Noelle, do you want to say go? 3,
2, 1, go!
Yay. Morgan, where did you go?
Where did you go?
Oh, are you
My
gonna
lovely.
touch her? He laid down on the couch with Noel, and all that's cute and whatnot, but he said he was gonna unload the dishwasher.
Guess what you're doing next spring?
I'll just do it when I'm done with the stream. Because I was saying, like, if you could unload it, and then I could reload it when I'm done streaming. But it looks like he's gonna try to take a nap with Noel on the couch instead.
Bling.
I got an email. I'm trying to get more comfortable with wearing my hair down because I do want to like do stuff with my hair, but like, it's so weird.
I know that feeling.
You want to play on your piano? Can you wait till I'm all done with my stream and then you can play on your piano? Go lay down with Daddy and watch SpongeBob. You can play it when I'm all done here. She wants to play her piano too.
Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain.
Okay.
That's okay. I had a version of Piano Man, except for it was trying to rewrite itself to be about Noel in my head, and it was only getting...
Okay, so since I booked Black Widow yesterday, when is that coming out? Did it come out already?
It's next month, isn't it? Like, it's either end of July or
the
beginning of
7th.
August.
CB said she booked it for the 7th.
July. It's coming out in July. Jordan, Black Widow's coming out in July. We have to go to it. We must.
I don't know what it's going to take to get me back into a theater other than moving.
Yeah, it's not safe to go out in your area.
Oh yeah, it's not safe to go out here. And on top of that, like, I hate our local theater. Like, they have the world's most uncomfortable seats. The floors are always like horrifically sticky. Like, I don't think it's ever been mopped. I don't like, why do I want to go? Why do I want to be there?
The theater near us is got those seats that like recline, like they're the recliner style, like big seats, and they're really nice. And you have to like book by the section, and then like they don't sit people next to each other unless they have booked a section, and then you have all those seats. Because of COVID, that part. But usually you can get on the app, you buy a seat, you buy your tickets, and you can actually choose where you sit, and it assigns you a seat based on where you choose. Because if you just get your ticket, if you buy your ticket when you get there, then you just kind of get whatever seats are available. So it's simple.
I have successfully stayed out of the Marvel Universe long enough that it would take me too long to catch up.
Successfully? What does that mean?
See, the comic book nerd in me is so happy and wishes that there was a DC equivalent, because I actually like the DC superheroes better. But
I saw every Marvel movie in the theaters except for Ant-Man. Yeah, except for Ant-Man. I saw every other one in the theaters.
I think Black Widow might be the first one that I don't go see in the theater, just because, A, don't feel safe. 2, it takes a lot to get me to go to the theater because, again, with the seats, with my bad back and my bad legs, I'm going to be in constant pain for 2 to 3 hours
Right.
to watch this. So I have to really want it. And
Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to take to get me that excited to go through that pain.
Disney Plus might premiere it on there too if you have Disney Plus, because they did that with all of their other movies because of COVID. Like all the movies that have come out since COVID started.
Black Widow is one of the movies I might pay the $25 premium for, because that's about what it would cost to go to the theater to see it, with like drinks and drinks and popcorn and everything. So, like, I could see doing that, but I have no desire to sit in the Pain Palace. Thank you.
Right.
Hey, how did you know what my bedroom's called?
Oh my god.
I have a secret camera in there.
Welcome to the Pain Palace.
Okay, so I need to be very careful. I got called out yesterday for making weird random accents. I need to be careful. It's like, interesting, we're learning a lot about your psychology. What accent you ascribe to what emotion? I'm just like, oh, gotta stop. I gotta stop.
You have ADHD though, so
Yes.
That's normal to switch accents randomly.
It is a problem. And I did it again. No.
Mirroring other people's accents as well.
Yeah, you can really tell when I've been watching way too many Welsh YouTubers. I try not to, but you can tell.
I don't personally really have a problem with accents as much as I do of I can't remember what it's called, but it's where your pacing of your speech is off, where sometimes you talk really fast, sometimes you talk really slow. I definitely have that really bad. I don't know.
Thor Ragnarok, CB, may be my favorite Marvel movie of all time.
What?
I mean,
I don't think it is.
Jeff Goldblum in his pansexual brilliance, just being Jeff Goldblum. Loki and all of Loki. By the way, Loki confirmed canonically gender fluid by the Loki series. It's actually on screen in his official profile. And he looks at it and smiles when he sees that they've got him marked as gender fluid. So we have a winner.
Wait, who is confirmed gender fluid?
Loki.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. He changes form constantly. Yep. He doesn't really care what his gender is.
And so we've always claimed him, but it's nice for them to put it in the text of the film and not just be something where like, yeah, he's definitely one of us.
Although Council of Geeks pointed out that don't applaud too much yet, because it might be that brief glimpse and not anything else.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm never like, it's Disney. Disney has for the last 7 years announced their first openly gay character, and I'm just like, okay, so you're just admitting that you lied last time. I'm fine with that because you did, but stop announcing that you're introducing your first.
And now I'm seeing all these reviews for Luca, and they're saying, "Oh my God, this is 100% a gay movie."
Rowan Ellis did the greatest video about it.
I watched that.
And I'm just sitting back going, if you have to literally put out a press release, they're not gay, they're gay. I'm sorry. Like, if you literally have to put out a press release saying, no. Okay. And then when she goes down the 3 points of what makes a queer film queer, and like, check. All right, so, like, girl,
Oh god, my leg went down.
What is it about Rowan Ellis that makes me cry like nearly every video?
She has I'm going to call it turn of phrase. She has a way of just often wordlessly saying things. Because Rowan Ellis.
Oh, I don't know if I know who that is.
I love her videos so much. I think she would like to be described as she's a how would she say it? British cottagecore lesbian who does wonderful videos on YouTube.
Okay.
And about all kinds of topics, a lot of queer topics in particular. And I absolutely love her videos.
Yeah, I usually go to her and Council of Geeks for my queer content.
Yeah, I need to get
I
Nathaniel's
really
book.
like Jessica. Shit, what's her last name? Jessica something. Jessica. I can't remember, but she's disabled and is a lesbian, and her wife Claudia are expecting a baby.
A baby.
A baby.
Oh my lord, it's a baby.
I'm just saying, we need to start sending things to Council of Gigs saying, hey, you got a book out. Come join our AuthorTube discussion. And hey.
I want them to know about the anthology, but I have this problem. Like, if I try and tell anyone that, has a big channel, they just flat out ignore it.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like, no, this thing is something that is good and you might like it, but
Especially because you're writing a book. You got a book out, and it looks interesting.
Am I not subscribed to her anymore? What the hell? I'm trying to find the person's channel so I could show.
I mean, it is YouTube. So you may have been randomly unsubscribed because they do that.
now, does Council of Geeks still go by Nathaniel? Because I know they go by Vera.
I know Vera a lot, but the book was published as Nathaniel.
Okay.
I never know what name to use. I usually just say Nathaniel. I usually just say Council of Geeks. But because the book is, I just forgot their last name.
Okay, I found her. I was unsubscribed from her for some reason. But it's Jessica Kelgren Bozard. She is deaf and she has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and stuff, and she's very lovely, and she is a lesbian and married to Claudia, and Claudia is pregnant, and yeah.
Sorry, I just like that word.
Pregnant.
Pregnant.
Not right now. Give me a second. So she's awesome queer YouTuber that I watch a lot.
So Dreams of Fire is the name of the book, and it's published under the name Nathaniel Wayne.
Okay.
And as a fantasy book fan, I am interested, and also having watched a lot of their reviews and stuff over the years, I feel like we have very similar taste. So,
Oh, their baby was born. Oh. Yay.
My baby.
Exciting. Oh, they named him
My
Rupert.
baby.
They named their child Rupert.
Yep, they're lesbians.
Rupert Henrik something, I think. Somebody did a cross stitch with the name on it. So that's cute. That is an interesting name, though. I don't think I've ever met a human with the name Rupert.
Rupert Grint.
I used to have dreams about an actor named Rupert.
Rupert Everett.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rupert's an interesting name.
Especially during his Oscar Wilde phase. Where like every movie he did was based on an Oscar Wilde play or book.
So, the Thor movies. The first one was okay, the second one was meh, the third one was actually good because they let Chris Hemsworth play Thor how he wanted to play Thor, and it was really funny.
And Taika Waititi is a genius.
So, the first two movies, they didn't really let him fully embrace the character, and so, like, they were just kind of, they were way too serious, I think, honestly. There was some funny moments in the first one, but the second one was just meh. I mean, it's worth a watch because it adds to the story, like the overall story, but I've only seen it the one time, and I have no plans to watch it again.
One of the very few rules I follow in life is if Taika Waititi did the movie, I'm watching it. Because I really enjoy Taika's movies.
See, I'm really disappointed because when quarantine first started last year, my best friend Marcus was supposed to come over for a few days, and we were going to marathon all of the Marvel movies that were out at the time. And we watched all the way up to the first Avengers movie. We didn't watch the first. We watched everything leading up to the first Avengers movie, and then he had to leave, and he didn't end up coming back because he was supposed to leave and then come back the next day, and he never came back, and we never finished our thing. So. And it was the perfect time to do it because he works at the casino near where I used to live, and when quarantine first happened, the casino gave everybody an extra 3 months worth of paid time off and closed down the entire casino. So he had three months of PTO to take for quarantine that he could have spent. I only asked for like 4 days of his time. He gave me a day and a half. So
Spence, I can explain Thor: The Dark World very simply. They were making a movie, and why are names being difficult today? The actress that they had in there, actually every actress that they had in there, were really, really mad at how they were not being given like parts to play, and so they were basically yelling at the producers all the time, which is why if you notice all of the female roles in the Dark World are weird and abrupt and short, and that's why Natalie Portman basically left the series and swore she was never coming back until Disney was like, a giant truckload of money, and she was like, okay,
sure, a giant truckload of money sounds good, I'll be there.
But then again, she's probably, if all the rumors are true, though, she's going to be doing Lady Thor in because there's a whole plot arc where Jane Foster gets the power of Thor, and I have a feeling that that's what they're doing with Love and Thunder.
Yeah. By the way, the name Thor: Love and Thunder, I feel like the cover or like the movie poster has to be Chris Hemsworth Fabio style.
Yes.
I was thinking romance novel.
Either that or it needs to look like an old Man of War album cover, because like it's totally like an 80s hair metal band name or album title.
If the movie poster doesn't look like it should be on the side of a van.
Yes, exactly. If it's not,
it has to.
If somebody in Florida would not airbrush it on the side of a van, because it needs to be that quality. Random Florida dude has to look at that and go, dude, that's my future van. Like, that has to happen or you fail.
I don't know. Just every time I hear the name Thor: Love and Thunder, I'm like, yep, I can just imagine Chris Hemsworth, shirtless, holding his hammer, like Fabio style. Like, it has to be Fabio style.
Okay, off topic. I see a title for a YouTube video. It's The English Simmer, and it's everything I want in cottage living. And I'm just laughing because she is like 100% cottagecore lesbian. So the title of the video, I'm just thinking, you want the game pack. You want everything in the game pack and everything that is not in the game pack, because...
When is Cottage Living coming out? Did it come out already?
I think they said July 22nd.
The only thing that I wish that was added to it...
Horses.
Horses. I want horses. I want the Sims to be able to ride horses.
But you can get rainbow cows.
That's cool. But you can't ride
Why
a
did
cow.
you have to tell me that? Dang it. No, you're not pulling me into your cult.
Can I ride a horse?
I have successfully avoided Sims 4, kinda-ish, like I do on some of it. But no, you're not pulling me into rainbow cows. Dang it!
What, the whole fact that the pack that's coming out is entirely cottagecore lesbian that wasn't enough?
It was close, but rainbow cows may push it over the edge. I don't know why. I have a problem.
I mean, the most recent pack is interior decorating.
Like, that's just too gay even for me. Like, I had 3 rules in life, and that was I was not allowed to become a hairdresser, an interior decorator, or a landscaper. These were the 3 rules. Like, no matter what I did in life, no matter where it took me, I could not be any of these 3 things because I'm too much of a stereotype as it is.
If only they were hippos.
Oh, I watched a TikTok yesterday. I haven't verified the information, but the guy seems pretty trustworthy. Apparently, there was a bill in Louisiana while, like, in the early 1900s or whatever, to get hippos imported to Louisiana to eat an invasive plant out of the bayou.
Oh, that would make Swamp People such an entertaining show if they had to dodge the hippos.
It only lost by 1 vote.
Oh my goodness, we almost had hippos.
We almost had hippos imported into the United States to eat an invasive plant out of the bayou and swamps and stuff. I can't remember what the name of the plant was, but it's one of those ones that it's like the inside of it is like styrofoamy type texture, so it floats on top of the water, and it grows so much that it like clogs up the entire waterways and stuff.
So Megan is now contemplating moving to Louisiana and finding a way to get this bill passed.
Over 100 years after it was voted down. Hey, there's a lot of bills going around that need to be voted down anyway.
I'm just saying, if all the weird, like, unnecessary bills can get passed, like, can't we just have something for ourselves? Like, I don't know.
There was I don't know if it was a bill or it was something proposed by the World Health Organization, and there was a section talking about alcohol and pregnancy where they wanted to make it illegal for pregnant women to buy or consume alcohol, which, okay, fine, whatever. But something that they included on there, not just pregnant women, but women of childbearing age.
Nope.
So basically, if they got their way, women would not be able to consume or purchase alcohol until they were
Can I just say,
after menopause.
If doctors had their way, it would be illegal to do anything fun. Just in general. Because they've done the science, they know that everything fun is harmful. That's what makes it fun. And they would just be like, no. And by the way, there's also fines for not flossing.
See, it's like, bruh, I realize that alcohol is not that good for me, which is why I don't do it very often. But I still want to be able to do it sometimes. Okay? Jeez.
Yeah, well, there's all the bills going around right now that are schools should be allowed to not teach about LGBT stuff.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know who that is.
The director from BoJack Horseman.
Oh,
She loves his face.
I don't know, because
She can't say mad enough because
he has a cinnamon roll type face. He's a cinnamon roll. Todd is a cinnamon roll. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No, we were having a different conversation in this great stream.
Jordan distracted me.
I'm just saying we need to change the name of the stream to just Todd is a cinnamon roll.
Todd is a cinnamon roll.
Just
he was talking about Todd from BoJack Horseman. Have either of you seen BoJack Horseman?
Some of it.
Oh my god. Okay. BoJack Horseman has officially been upgraded to my favorite TV show of all time. It is absolutely fantastic. It's hilarious, but it also tackles some really serious subjects. And there's a character in there named Todd who is a cinnamon roll.
Spence, was a WHO recommendation. Hey, Cal.
Oh, not a bill. Okay, yeah. I didn't know what it was. I just had heard that part of it. It was the World Health Organization made a recommendation that women of childbearing age should not be allowed to consume alcohol.
Hey, Cat, guess what? My lights still aren't working. Poor Cat. Cat was such a trooper last night, and I probably would have had a breakdown if it wasn't for her, like, just being there, like, reminding me to breathe. Regular light bulb, though. So I do have light, but
Noelle, I love you. You want to come sit on my lap? No? Okay, she's watching SpongeBob, but I don't know what it is about kids, but look at this weirdo. She's just like, she won't just go sit down. She's like being weird.
I feel that.
You're a dork. You're a dork. Hey, don't hit me. She ran away.
So the first
Hey, don't
paid
hit me.
sponsorship somebody ever tried to give me was way back in the day when a social media network called Dork, which was spelled DOORQ. It was a social networking site specifically for queer nerds to talk about their fandoms. And I'm just like, you named it Dork, DOORQ. Like, what? Why? What is wrong with you people?
Well, the kilo probably is queer, right?
Yes, but it was DORQ. Everybody pronounced it DORQ because they put two O's in it.
Yeah, they could have just taken out one of the O's.
Like, they didn't just misspell dork
Don't!
because, which was the fashion of the day of just misspell everything. They couldn't just misspell dork. They had to add an extra O, which meant you had to constantly explain to people that it's dork, not DORQ.
Sorry, I had to bring out mom voice for a second because Noelle started throwing her toys at me.
I think they transitioned to a really bad dating site and then got shut down.
Oh, hi, Sarah. How are you? Thank you for stopping and taking a like. I appreciate that. I think we should do another sprint because we've been talking for a while.
I'm always here for the sprints. I'm also here for the talking.
No more.
Put me in a direction and say, go!
We're going to do a sprint now, Noelle.
Don't spank.
Yeah, we're going to do one.
Don't spank.
No, I didn't say spank. I said sprint.
Don't say spank. And
When are the spankings?
go.
See, I'm trying to stop spanking Noelle in general because the when she gets in trouble, she immediately says, "Don't spank me," and it's like, okay, I don't even spank you that often, and you're already assuming I'm gonna spank you immediately. So I'm trying to just completely phase out spankings altogether, and she still every time she gets in trouble, "Don't spank me," and it's been like over a month since I've spanked her.
It's been years since I've been spanked.
You sound so disappointed. But yeah, I'm trying to do more timeouts and stuff instead. But yeah, parenting is hard. All right, we're gonna do a sprint now. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. I'm gonna be honest, I totally zoned out for a hot minute and didn't realize the timer was going off. So. Where's the other two?
I'm here.
I'm here.
I feel like I am taking a hammer to some city putty, trying to make it into steel because this video. I recorded it. It's done. It's taking a lot of work and molding to make me coherent.
At least you actually film videos and edit and post them. I haven't done a video since February last year.
I almost tagged you and Jayce in this one because it's the author2 share the love tag, and I was just like, they never do videos, so I would feel bad if I did that, so I didn't.
Well, I mean, I've had a couple of people tag me and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I will. I want to do the tags that people have tagged me in. It's just really frustrating. Like, example, I filmed a video that I was tagged in, and then before I edited the video, like not even a week later after filming it, because I filmed it onto my laptop, I killed my laptop and lost the video.
No.
And it was a lot of filming because it was the books and makeup tag that Cordy tagged me in. And so it was me doing a full face of makeup and talking about books, which was fine to film, but it just took me a long time to film it because I had to do my makeup the whole time and whatnot. So, and I hadn't edited it yet because it was just like, it was an hour and a half of me sitting there doing my makeup and talking about books with no like pauses or anything, because there'd be times where I'm just sitting there like trying to blend my eyeshadow and it's like, 20 minutes later, okay, this is done now.
I feel like all I want to do is set up goals on like Patreon for help me get this much money because it's how much it costs for a video editor, and then you'll get more videos. Like none of the money goes to me. I need to pay other people's salaries, so I need to hire a person for this. I need to hire a person for that. Please help me pay their salaries so I can do more stuff.
See, Jordan's been making TikToks. He said, how many followers do you have now, babe? How many followers do you have on TikTok now? 1770 followers on TikTok now. And
posted again. I'm gonna post.
He told me the other day that he likes editing his TikTok videos because when he's doing them, because he does VR stuff. So he has to film it through VR with OBS, then he has to edit it to fit into the TikTok format and everything.
And I texted my phone and I uploaded on my phone.
And then he has to put it onto his phone and then upload it from his phone onto TikTok. So, he's like, I actually enjoy editing the videos. It's like, hey, well then I can like you can edit my videos for me and I'll actually post videos on YouTube. That's why I don't post, because I absolutely hate editing the videos. I hate it. I hate it. My ADHD brain cannot handle sitting there staring and editing and listening to my own voice over and over and over again. I can't. I hate it so freaking much.
Agreed.
So that's why I don't post videos, because my hatred of editing has not been overcome by my desire to post.
That in my life goal is to have a snarky editor like OT has with Jake, because I like all of the weird editor notes that appear on the video as he's talking, and I just want somebody to be snarky at me on my own videos. Like, it just makes me happy.
And then Jordan said, no, I like editing my videos. I don't want to edit yours. I was like, bitch.
But love.
What you say, babe?
I said, bitch. I'm getting a little bit drowsy, but I want to finish reading this chapter that I'm reading.
I am as well.
By the way.
So, Kat, what I'm
Charlie.
hearing is even more reasons I need to hire you.
There's a line in your first chapter that I adored. I need to find it. Not this one. Oh, I think I'm reaching it. A dense fog marched off the ocean into town. Bruh. That's some good shit right there. The sharp, swept roots curled against the wind to deflect the storms. Bruh.
I like this town.
I think that I will be able to vibe well with you on your writing because I like your writing style a lot.
Well, thank you. That makes me feel good.
I do think the only like major thing so far that I'm like, ooh, is in the second half of the chapter when you get onto the boat and you're describing the different people. I want more there. I don't know quite how to describe it yet. I just know that I want more there.
I feel that. I felt the same way, and I can't figure out exactly how to what that more is.
Right. It's like I need to read it again to really figure it out. But I want to finish reading the whole book first, and then I can go back and read it and really try to figure out what that more is. But I want more there. I just don't know yet what that is.
Yeah, I feel that. Because I have that too, because so many of these characters I really, really like, and some of them will become POVs later in the story, in the series, and what have you, and it's just trying to capture who they are, and they're so different, and everything about them, like, oh, this is where I get lost in like the world of spin-offs, because I'm just like, and you need a book, and you need a book, and you need a book. There's so much I want to say about all of you.
See, I struggle so with my main book series that my fantasy one. I have a lot of stuff for different characters that I want to do, but it's first person point of view, one character, and so there's a lot of stuff that I can't do because she would not be there to witness those things happening.
This series was originally planned to be in first person, closed. Mm-hmm. And then I realized there would be so much happening off screen that I would have to info dump about.
Yeah.
Because there's no legitimate way to get the character there.
Right.
And so I decided to go third person close instead. Because...
Yeah. What's up, Noel? Here, let me help you. You got it? Put your potato peel on the plate right here.
Hello?
Sorry. My project that I'm working on with Marcus for the Kindle platform is one of those ones where it's like, oh, and you get a book, and you get a book, and you get a book. Because we're going for the whole MCU type vibe where, you know, there's a bunch of different superheroes and they all have their own story and then they come together as a team in the end to defeat a villain. So there's a lot. Okay. Jayce needs to sleep, so I think we're gonna wrap up, and Jayce can do his outro first since you're starting to fall asleep, I'm assuming, because you did say you were drowsy. So I love editing videos, hate editing audio. Like, oh god, I can't stand it.
I'm the other way around. Audio, I don't have a problem with. Video.
All right. I am Jayce Maxwell, author of Urban Fantasy, editor for Rosity Editing. I've got a game on my channel on Thursday. I have a writing stream on Saturday, and I have karaoke on Sunday.
Thanks for being here, Jayce. Have good sleeps.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Have good sleep. May heat leave you alone.
Well, he's back home now, so hopefully he's got working AC.
Yeah, the same type of thing.
I am not competent enough at anything to do it a lot.
I don't feel like that's true. I feel like that is all. I feel like that's your evil inner critic being really mean to you, because I don't think especially the stories I'm currently working on, if it wasn't for you and Chandra, who have been giving me some of the best beta feedback like I've gotten in a long time, like I don't think my writing would be where it is.
Oh, that reminds me, Spence, I did start reading your Christmas romance, and I do have thoughts on it, but I haven't finished it yet. So, also, I don't want to talk about details of your story on a stream. So, that also. But I do have thoughts on it so far. I just haven't finished it yet. I've only read the first 2 chapters. So, yeah. But I did start it. From the freaking 50s and 60s down in the 90s list. It's colder today, but it's been really hot the last week or so. Well, actually, colder, as I say that as it's 79 degrees outside. It just looks, I look out the window and it looks kind of gray outside.
I'm glad your inner critic is polite. Mine is such a horrible person. I had to give him a physical form so I could yell at him. Because Bob's a jerk.
Oh, I think I'm gonna wrap up soon. I'm feeling a little bit drowsy, and I want to finish reading this chapter first. So I think we'll do one more sprint so I can finish this chapter I'm reading of Raid, and then I'll wrap up after that, I think. So let's do that. I have to reshare the timer because I accidentally unshared.
I hate it when I do that. I was living in such fear of the game stream because last night we had my first game stream, and it would only let me capture it just before the game launched. It's the only time it would capture the screen. So if for any reason I lost it, I would have to have Brian log out of the game, close everything down, start it all back up again, go back in, and I'm just like, please, please, please don't let me accidentally lose the screen. Please, please, please.
Yeah, I sometimes I'm like that when I'm doing the sim streams. I'm like, oh shit, is it like, can people see this right now?
The coolest part about last night is because we were both playing the same game. He shared his screen and I shared mine, and I was able to flip back. I wish you could give somebody control so that Pat could have flipped back and forth between the screens for which was more important. But I was able to be like, oh, I need to go repair my bow, and so flip over to his screen so people didn't have to watch me run back to the house while he was still fighting the dragon, and like which is really cool.
2 subs away from 200. I do know that, but the problem is that I don't really post any videos that attract new people to my channel. So everybody that comes to my channel regularly are already subscribed. So I've been stuck in the 195 range, like around there, for like 6 months, which is fine. I appreciate every single person that subscribed to me. If I could reach 200, that would be wonderful, though. I need to motivate myself to actually film videos. I need to. I have tried vlogging in the past, but and I have a bunch of vlog footage from like our vacation last summer that I never posted. The filming part is fine. I hate editing so much. I hate it. I might get to the point where I will have to hire somebody to edit for me.
Yeah, we're really going to test that because after I finish this tag video, I downloaded last night's stream and I want to do a tight, an edited version of it, of like the highlights to post on the channel, and we'll see how I feel about that because I haven't done that really.
I was talking about going through some of my old streams and stuff and like doing the best moments and doing like a compilation or whatever. But I need to actually do it because I can screen record with OBS, which I do have OBS, so I could do it. I just need to actually take the time to do it. So, I have more followers on TikTok than I do here. I have 286 on TikTok. But it's easier for me to make videos over there because I don't have to edit them. I just film a 1-minute thing and then post it.
Yeah, I have recorded like I don't know how many videos for TikTok, and I'm just like, that's not interesting, and then I delete it.
Yeah, I want to do more because I have a whole list of video ideas that I want to make for TikTok. Because I want to do a thing about sensitivity readers and about sample edits and beta readers and one all about style guides and like all kinds of stuff. Because there's other TikTokers that I watch that are editors like me, and one of them knows what she's talking about most of the time, but she's kind of mean, like not mean like. She's just not very nice when she disagrees with you. Like, she stitches other editors' videos and be like, well, actually, this is wrong, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it's kind of mean to say it like that. And then there's another one who's really nice, but sometimes her videos are like, no, that's wrong.
I wish more of the people I follow on AuthorTube would allow their videos to be, because you can actually clip videos now for shorts.
Oh, that's
You can
cool.
take 15 seconds of a video for shorts, and there's sometimes y'all say things that are really, really awesome that I think would be a great like intro to a short that I could like expand on and promote your videos. But y'all set your videos to not let people do that. So,
the second girl that I was talking about, that I'm like, that's wrong. One of the first videos that I saw from her that I was like, maybe not, is she said in response to somebody's comment on her TikTok, she said that there's no official style guide for editing, which is untrue. There is. It's Chicago Manual style. In the United States, it's Chicago Manual. In other countries, it's APA. But like, there is official style guide. There is. And she says she's been editing for 8 years, and I was like,
I feel like Key's an internal critic and mine hang out and have beers.
Bloody bean counter? What does that mean?
Oh, every time I'm like not working on a thing that I feel like I should be working on, it yells at me. Every time I'm spending too long on something, it yells at me. Every time I'm like, hey, this would be wonderful, I should get this for that, or the other thing. It's like, do you know how much money you're going to have to do to make back that money? Like, ugh.
Yeah. My internal editor is not really that bad. I just really struggle with imposter syndrome sometimes, and so I haven't worked on my own stuff in a while because of that. Not because of my internal editor, but more because every time I sit down to write, I'm like, no, this is garbage. I'm garbage. I should never write a word again. So I'm just trying to take a break so that I don't turn myself off of writing permanently, you know?
I understand that.
So, you know, imposter syndrome. My inner critic is a stoner.
Somehow, yeah, that feels so on point.
That does.
Dude, if I could get my inner critic to smoke pot, I would totally do it, because, Bob, you need to chill out.
Oh, man. See, I know the type of things in writing that I'm good at and what I'm not good at, and I try to lean into my strengths and then get help for the things that I'm not good at.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Which is where Jayce comes in handy, because like me, I know I'm really good at characters and character relationships and interactions between each other, but big picture, huh? I'm talking.
Well, I hear him banging.
It's coming from that way. I lost my train of thought. Thanks, Jordan.
Hi,
Anyways,
darling
okay.
Rob.
I got it. Big picture stuff, like big plot stuff, theme, symbolism, that kind of stuff, I'm not so good at, which is where Jayce comes in handy because he is good at that kind of stuff. And so then he reads my book and be like, okay, well, what about this, 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 and this? I'm like, oh, yeah, thank you. And then I can incorporate those things.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm good at.
My internal editor is so picky that I purposely handed Valmore over to Meadow just so I don't trigger the incessant, unending search for every last thing. Well, I'm glad I can help.
Right? But that was my
I
solution.
can hear it. It's coming from that way.
That was my solution. Bob was getting really, really nasty with me, and I'm just like, you need to shut up. Meadow will tell us if you're right. I think you're just full of crap.
I do like it so far, by the way, Charlie. I do. I think that, especially, like, I haven't gotten super far into it yet because, you know, depression wave and whatnot. But the first chapter is really compelling. It really gets me attached to Maeve. Is that Maeve, right?
Yep.
Okay. So it gets me attached to her pretty quickly. And then in the second chapter, I really like Baz.
Yep.
Okay, I do like him too, and I like the contrast between them. And your writing style is really nice. Your descriptions are really easy for me to picture in my head. Like, they're really easy for me to be like, oh yeah, I can see what this looks like. And I already shared a couple of lines, and I'm like, those are some badass lines. So, I do like it. And in that first chapter, in that, like, when she gets to the ship and she's like, it's describing the people, I know that I want something more from that, but I just don't know yet what.
I feel the same way. I get that way so much with my writing, and yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is yet. I don't know. I will let you know when I figure it out. But
well, especially because you'll get to know the other characters better through the story, hopefully, and that might be if we could see more of that here, you know.
Yeah. Then once I finish it, I can be like, okay, now that I know these characters, I can tell you what the more is that is needed. So, speaking of which, let's do the sprint that we've been sitting here with the timer not doing anything. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Why do I have so many things open? Goodness. The
I
browser's over
finished.
here somewhere.
I finished the other chapter I was reading, and I started another one, and now I have a 2 pages left on this chapter.
Awesome.
Yeah, the only thing that is consistently needing to be fixed are your dialogue tags.
That makes sense. I thought I did that, but
Well, the way you have them is that you have a period, and then it'll be like period they said or whatever, and it's comma lowercase dialogue tag.
yeah, I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I'm having to really pay attention to grammar-wise, and then a few things here and there that's like, oh, a missing comma or an extra comma here and there, but I'm red penning as I go, and let's see. Grab. Come out of the binder. There hasn't been that many things added. Or sometimes after a dialogue tag, where when you said, the stranger chuckled and said, comma, and then had what they said, you capitalized it, and it's supposed to be lowercase.
Yeah, I've been having a real hard time with that because every application I use is auto-capitalizing things for me.
Yeah, it does the same to me too.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm here for, is
Yep.
to fix those. But for the most part, there's not really a lot in here. There was one page that was pretty dialogue heavy that I had to fix a lot of tags. But you actually don't use a lot of dialogue tags. You will often use action tags instead, which is fine. And those are, like, the way you have written them are correct. So this is the most changes I've made on a single page.
Nice.
5 changes. 5. No, there's a couple more than 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. There's 7, but they're all minor things. Also, at one point, you wrote scene. You're trying to say scene as an S-E-E-N, and you wrote scene as an S-C-E-N-E.
How did I not see that? Okay, so I actually, one of the things that I use looks for homophones, words that are spelled differently but pronounced the same, and it just underlines all of them because I can be really bad at that. And I'm so, like,
Hey, it happens. It happens.
I still missed one. That was... It's gotten really bad, especially since I've been dictating the books, because the robot does not know which word.
Yeah, dictation always gives you a lot more mistakes grammar-wise. I can see why your dialogue tags would be off if you're using dictation.
Yeah, I often will dictate the story because I have this one... the thing I love most about writing, and the thing I find most intoxicating about it, is I feel like I'm watching a movie and trying to capture it as quickly as I can. And so I often close my eyes while I'm writing, and that leads to really, really horrendous typing. So...
See, I can't type without looking at the keyboard. I'm getting better, but I still have to look at the keyboard most of the time. So I can't close my eyes while I write. If I was dictating, I could sit there and just talk.
Yeah,
but
that's why I've switched over mostly to dictation, because I can just close my eyes and like just desperately try to record what I'm seeing. And I found out that like I'm in the minority of writers. A lot of writers apparently don't see their stories like that while they're writing.
Yeah, I've heard the same. That a lot of writers, like, they can't picture the scene. I see it like a movie, and then I describe the movie that I'm seeing.
Which is why I have a lot more action tags rather than dialogue tags, because I see them like doing something instead of just disembodied voices.
Action tags eliminate white room syndrome, or talking heads is one of the other ways to say it. Because if you just have dialogue where it's like, oh, she said blah blah blah, he said blah blah blah, it just gets where they're just talking back and forth and there's nothing happening other than talking. adding in the action tags and descriptions of what their physical actions are grounds them, and then adding in descriptions of the room around them puts them in a place that's not just a blank room.
The hardest part with the book that you're reading is apparently when I originally wrote it in the very first draft, every time Baz said something, it was, "So we're doing this." He smirked. And like he sneered, he smirked, he sneered, he smirked. Like he had two go-tos, and I was like, oh, he's Billy Idol. He's just Billy Idol. He just needs to raise his fist while he's doing it. Just
I've seen one sneer so far.
Yeah,
no smirks.
I tried to get rid of a lot of that because it was just like every time he said something, he sneered or smirked, and I'm just like, sweetie, put your lip down.
Yeah, I just have this page and this page left on this chapter, and then I'm going to take a nap because I'm feeling very tired. So, but yeah, I do like your book so far. It's well described and engaging. So,
yeah, my biggest fear and the hardest thing with going through with the betas is setting up everything, because this is the hardest part with fantasy in general, and I wish there was a formula that we could just explain, like, one, learn for ourselves and then explain to others, for how not to have to just do massive dumps of like, here, let me explain to you the grand world history, and and here's exactly how the magic system works, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm hopefully getting better at that.
yeah. He says, I can't type without looking at the keyboard either. Nerve damage in my hands means I can't be absolutely sure that my fingers are doing what my fingers are doing unless I watch them.
Yeah, my hands drift on the keyboard. So if I'm not watching them while I'm every now and then, especially when I'm typing, I will be hitting all of the right keys, just one key over.
The only things I can type without looking is stuff that I type all the time. Like I can type my full name without looking at the keyboard because I type that a lot. Stuff like that. Otherwise, yeah, I can't do it. My dad just stares at me sometimes when I'm writing because I'll be talking and typing, but we'll be looking at him mostly and not screen or keyboard that often. He gets this amazed look on his face. Unrelated, but ouch, I was just called out by a Facebook meme. Oh no.
There's like 3 of those. My personal favorite meme going around right now is where they take the various pride flags and assign, so they break up the number of letters in whatever the thing is across the number of stripes in the flag, and then rearrange the colors on the flag to make different words and ask which one are you. And my personal favorite is with the trans flag. That makes me Satan. If you put the
Stan.
It cracked me up. I don't know if you've seen any of those. They're really, really funny. I've seen one for bisexual. I've seen the ace one. I've seen the trans flag. But there's a bunch of them going around right now, and they just crack me up.
Oh god, I can't stop yawning. I'm not even that tired. I just can't stop freaking yawning. And I didn't even stay up super late either. I went to bed at like midnight, which for me is very early. And I woke up at like 7 when Noelle came downstairs, and then I slept longer because she laid down with me on the couch and watched cartoons for like 3 hours. So, I did get a message.
I actually slept last night for the first time in like a week.
All right. Open. When you're not used to being confident, confidence feels like arrogance. When you're not used to being passive, assertiveness feels like aggression. Sorry, when you're used to being passive, assertiveness feels like aggression. When you're not used to getting your needs met, prioritizing yourself feels selfish.
Oh,
Girl?
I feel called out. I feel called out. I feel so called out right now.
Just gonna put
That is a
there.
mood. That is such a mood. Like, yes. Oh. Let
Dang
me
it.
take this dagger out.
Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that was a little stabby.
A little stabby. Okay, I think we can wrap up the stream now because I just wanted to do that one last sprint, and then I only have like a page and a half left to read. So
Spence, that's why I love you. Share my emotional discomfort. Yes.
Okay, Charlie, would you like to do your outro?
Sure. Okay, so if anybody hasn't gotten their video to me for the Pride and Prejudice thing, there is still time. I'm going to be taking submissions up until the 25th. But if any that trickle in after that, I will add to the playlist. I'm just saying, I don't know, how long people will be watching through the playlist. So, can't guarantee all that. But we are already, Jayce and I are already talking about doing another one of these later this year because it's been a really fun experience and a lot of people wrote more than one story. So we're already talking about doing a second one. So if you don't feel like you have time to do this month's Pride and Prejudice anthology, we are looking at another Pride anthology in a couple months. So there's that. As always, I stream on my channel on Wednesdays and Fridays, but I highly recommend, if you are not following me over on Twitch, I am CE Dorsett on Twitch. Go follow me over there because we're doing more live streams over there. I just made affiliate on Twitch and Monday's stream with the hubby, which was so unexpected because he was just like, hey, do you want to go kill a dragon on Twitch with me? And I was like, yes. You want to stream with me? What? Yes, we're doing this. So I think we may start streaming, he and I, together on Mondays on Twitch. We're still working out his schedule to figure out when we're going to start, but I'll actually add it to because if you're not used to Twitch, you can actually set a schedule on there for people to know when you're streaming. Once I know for sure, I'll actually put it on there. But if you have it on your phone, you'll at least get notifications when I go live because we're probably going to be doing a lot more of that. I'm taking the rest of this month kind of easy for writing because I'm doing world building summer camp next month, which is going to be really intense with a lot of writing. So I may be doing quite a few game streams over on Twitch. So have fun with that if that's your thing. Also, I kind of want to do some just chatting because people keep asking me when I'm going to start doing chat streams again. I might start doing them over there because that would be fun, and they don't seem to do that well on YouTube, so I'll probably be doing that over there. But yeah, and the Project Shadow podcast is going. The most recent episode was about when all of your plans go horribly, horribly wrong, and you have to replan everything out again because I podcast from my life. So hopefully you enjoy that. I don't know what this week's is going to be about yet, but I have plans. Probably Luca. It's probably going to be Luca. Just a warning. It's probably going to be Luca. So yeah, that's about it.
Yay. And I have in the description, I have Charlie's website, projectshadow.com. So if you just click that, that'll take you to all the other places that have to do with Charlie. So.
Which is all the drama because we just relaunched the new website and everything was working fine until launch moment, and then everything crashed and broke.
Oh, damn.
Go live. Okay, everything's broken now. It's fixed. It's working, kind of.
I'm glad it's
fine.
fixed.
It's fine. It's just... That's why this week's podcast was about when all your plans go wrong. Just...
Ironically, I was considering asking you, Charlie, if you'd like to join me for a Stardew Valley stream.
Ooh, that could be fun.
All right. Ugh. I'll do. You can say what you were going to say. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, especially since I realized how little I understand this game from when I joined them the other day, and I was just like, I don't know. I'm going to walk around and just. I am your servant. Just tell me what to do because I have no idea what I'm doing. No clue.
So I lost my Pilot G2 pen, my red pen that I have been using, but years ago, like 6-7 years ago, I bought a set of these fountain pens. So I've been using a fancy fountain pen instead.
Ooh.
Let me just show off for a minute of this fancy fountain pen. Oh, I need to be flat, sorry.
Yeah, I may keep like a whole bunch of them right next to me at all times, just in case.
Come on, I've had the cap off a little bit too long. There we go. It's so fancy.
Nice. I love a good fountain pen.
Yeah, it's a Pilot Varsity. I got them on Amazon, and it comes in a pack of 10 different colors, I think.
Nice.
Which my other colors are in a bin on my bookshelf right now, but because the red is the only one I'm using currently. But yeah, I can't find my Pilot G2 anywhere. I had a pack of like all the colors, and I've been using the red one because, yeah, I'm red penning. I print out the book and then I red pen it the first 2 rounds that I read, and then I transfer and read it 2 more times on the computer. My system works great when I have my red pen. So I do really like this pen though. It's nice. And I haven't used it a ton, so it's still like a little over half full ink-wise. The inkwell ends like right here, and it's
nice.
My ink level is right here right now. So it's nice. I like it. It's fancy. Okay, now oh, I just got ink all over my fingers. Shit.
That's how you know you're using a fountain pen. If you don't have ink dots all over you, you're not really using a fountain pen.
I grabbed the side of the nib like this, and I got ink all over my fingers. So, dang it. Okay, so I'm Meadow. I do live streams on Tuesdays, just as I have done today. Usually I go for about 2 hours. Sometimes I'll go for the whole day if I'm in the mood for that. But for today, my body was like, no, you need to go take a nap. I also stream on Fridays, usually. I canceled the last 2 just because I was just not feeling it. And I'm not going to force myself to stream if I'm not in the mood to stream. But I'm also canceling this Friday because I'm going to a funeral for my great-grandmother who passed away a few days ago, and I know I'm going to cry a lot, and I don't want to get on stream all puffy-faced. I'm also an editor, so if you're looking for one of those, I'm working currently on Charlie's book, which is good. There's not any big changes that I want to make, so yay. And if you're looking for an editor, I'd love to work with you. Jayce does all of the developmental online, and then I do copy and proofreading. And we have a good system worked out, and we would love to work with you. You can go to the website, roastedediting.com. It's linked in the description. And you can follow me on all my social media, also in the description.
And just, I have to say this every time because she doesn't say it enough. If you don't think you can afford editors, look at their pricing. Like, I feel like I'm stealing from them. Like,
our prices are
affordable.
Low. They are low. They are on the lower end of average, except developmental editing is well below average, because the lower end of average for developmental is $45 an hour, and we charge $20 an hour. So I know that seems like a lot of money, but it is cheap compared to everywhere else.
Oh, it is. It's amazing. And get your bookings now because they're amazing.
Yeah, we would love to work with you. And we do most genres. We have worked the most with fantasy. And I like to do a romance because I myself write romance and read a lot of romance. And So yeah, romance, fantasy. I've done mostly paranormal romance. So there's that. And yeah, I don't have anything super exciting happening in my life right now. Just streaming, editing, and writing. So and being a mom. So yay! Thank you guys for being here. And hopefully next time I'll be awake enough we can stream longer. Because I do like, when I'm in the mood to stream, I like streaming for like a long time and getting work done. So I'm just, today my body is just like, no, go to sleep. I'm yawning repeatedly so that you'll go to sleep. So I'm going to do that. And on that note, I'm going to hit end broadcast and I'll see you guys later.